Michael Vaines and JT Supernaut, row 3. Matt Sonholter and Tommy Silva, row 4. Eric Burgoyce, Patrick Cool, your top 5.
Chuck McDonald gets ready to throw the green flag. We're underway with the mini stocks. The drag race down into turn number 1. 1 for now by the 18 of Christian Herman. He slides up. The 78 clips the wall, and the 15 of Dorr is the recipient of all that luck. He has the lead.
Yeah, Herman went into the corner a little bit too deep. The back end started to come out from underneath them, and Burgoyce had nowhere to go and got caught up. Off of turn number 2, here comes Michael Vaines looking for some running room down on the inside. Picks up the number 2 spot. Sonhalter right behind him, looking for third down the backstretch.
Well, that is the battle for third. It is Sonhalter on the inside, the 81 machine of Rassicot on the outside, and right behind them is Tommy Silva in the 34. So the 2021 mini stock champion of the Speed Bowl trying to make his way through the field.
Michael Vaines already up through the field. He started back in the 5th position, and by lap number 2, he's out at front. Leads the charge off of turn number 4. Down to the stripe he goes. One car slowed down the back straightaway. That is our pole sitter, Christian Herman.
Defense, and when race is over, you want to get up close to see your heroes by all means. But right now, we're back to green, and it is Michael Vaines who gets the early jump, and following hot on his heels, the 33 of Sonhalter.
Sonhalter settles right up on the tail end, and here comes Silva down on the inside looking for third as they head down into turn number 3. Ransicot in that 81 getting caught in the middle. The 87 working down low of Burgoyce as he makes some moves down on the inside.
And a pretty big save by Rassicot as he came off turn number 4 sideways in his battle with the 87. That is the Burgoyce machine of Eric Burgoyce. So Eric and Rassicot battle it out for the 3rd spot, but at the front, it's Michael Vaines by about a 2-car length advantage over the truck of Matt Sonhalter.
Sonhalter right up on the tail, about a car length back off of as they start to pull away. They are running lap times just a tick quicker than Tommy Silva and start to open up some distance down into turn number 3. Burgoyce down on the inside of Rassicot as they come off of turn number 4.
Well, you wonder if Silva is really playing a waiting game. We're in the early laps of this 40-lap main event. Normally the street stocks do 20 on a Saturday night here at the Bowl. He has time to wait and play it out. I mean, he can't let them get too far ahead of him, but there's a long race. Maybe let them use up their equipment and pick it up in the final laps of this race.
Well, right now they're running about 3.5 tenths to 4 tenths of a second faster than Tommy. So you got to wonder, does Tommy have another 3 tenths left in that car to push it around the bowl?
So as they go into turn number 4, come off turn number 4, it's still Vaines comfortably in front by about a 2-car length advantage over Sonhalter. And then it's probably 10 cars back to Tommy Silva. And the battle heats up for 4th, I mean. That's where David Dorr just held off the charge of TJ Rassicot.
Down into 3 and 4 they go, and the 81 of Rassicot is now closed up on David Dorr. Takes a look down to the inside off of 4, settles it back behind. Back down inside into 1 and 2. That's the battle on the racetrack we're keeping an eye on. That's the battle for 4th down the back straightaway.
So once again, Rassicot will try to work his way down low underneath David Dorr. Dorr started the season a rookie in this division, has picked up quite a few strong finishes. His dad was a street stock champion back in the mid-2000s here at the Speed Bowl. And David Dorr equating himself quite well, sitting in the 4th spot, holding off TJ Rassicot.
A lot of lap traffic in front of your leaders. The 92 is right there. That is JT Supernaut going a lap down. The 00 pulls in. That is, the 90 down in the infield as their leaders come off of turn 4. Vaines continues to hold on to the top spot.
And it looks like he's strengthening it. Pulled out quite a bit from Matt Sonhalter. So going around the 01 of Michael Vaines is Tommy Silva in 3rd. And the battle continues for that 4th spot. TJ Rassicot continues to try to attack David Dorr. And closing in is the 87 of Eric Burgoyce.
Burgoyce sits in that 6th position off of turn number 4 right behind Rassicot as he is loose off the corner trying to gather it back in. The 01 of Pion going another lap down the back straightaway forces him back in line.
And making his way back up through the field is Christian Herman in the 18. He sits right now in the 9th spot inside the top 10. He'll try to close in on the 57. That is Patrick Cool, who sits in 8th. But it's all been from the drop of the green, pretty much from the drop of the green flag, the 85 of Michael Vaines.
Yeah, and between Vaines and Sonhalter, they have opened up a straightaway advantage on Tommy Silva. And Tommy, if he's got anything in that, he's got to start winding it up now because he has got a long way to go. And look at the battle through through 1 and 2, side by side. Rassecourt underneath, Silva underneath, Dorr down into 3 and 4. 81 goes around in lap traffic.
Field. Craig Merriman eyes the field over. Michael Vaines and Matt Sonhalter bring him off turn number 4. Green flag is back out. The race down into turn number 1 is won by Michael Vaines, but Sonhalter not down on the outside.
He's not. He's hanging tough on this opening restart lap. Down the back straightaway, evens up with Vaines down into turn number 3. They're wheel to wheel at the top of the field. They roll off of turn number 4. Vaines gets a good run off the corner, sets back atop, and sets sail down into turn number 1 and tries to put some distance between he and Sonhalter.
So Sonhalter right on his back bumper. We'll see if he can make a move as they go down into turn number 3. They look to be the top 2 cars, Kevin, as Tommy Silva has fallen off the pace. A little trouble for the Burgoyce machine. Door goes wide, clips the wall. We'll look to see if he can keep it going, but he loses, blown a position, and they slam into turn number 1. Christian Herman, the 87, and the 78, so both Burgoyce.
Blockbuster rented a movie, or you went to the races.
Exactly. Well, we're ready to go back to green as they come off turn number 4. Michael Vaines, Matt Sonhalter, the final 22 laps, and it is Vaines who jumps out in front in the 85.
Yeah, Sonhalter back off at turn number 2, trying to get a run like he did the last time before the caution came out. Evens up with Vaines down into turn number 3. They are side by side off of turn 4. Sonhalter trying to get to the top. Vaines holds on that time across the stripe by 23 thousandths of a second. Sonhalter winding it up on the outside.
So Sonhalter trying to make a move up high here at the speed bowl, try to grab the lead as they come off turn number 4. We've hit the halfway point, and it has been Michael Vaines as he now scoots ahead of Sonhalter as they rocket into turn 1.
Nose to tail in the corner, and Tommy Silva can only sit and watch as they start to drive away one more time. They roll down into 3. Sonhalter right up on the tail off of turn number 4. Vaines continues to hold him off, but it's not an easy hold. Sonhalter continues to work that back end.
So Sonhalter trying to find a way that he can get by Vaines. Tommy Silva has moved back, so he's about 5 car lengths back, and probably the guy that's had the most luck and stayed clean and out of trouble. That's the 57 of Patrick Hoyle. He sits comfortably in 4th.
Yeah, he's got a few car lengths between he and Derek Burgoyce in that 81. The Ransocourt in the 81 sits about 3 car lengths back, doing a good job there. Burgoyce right behind. The 11 of Burgess and the 01 of Pion, rounding out the cars still running out on the racetrack.
So we'll see what happens in the battle for 5th. TJ Rassicott on the outside in an injured car, and the 87 of Eric Burgoyce on an injured car. But it is Rassicott able to hold him off for now. Once again, closing in is Burgoyce. Can he make a move over the final 16?
Down the back stretch they go. Tommy Silva sitting in that 3rd spot. The white number 34 continues to lose ground. He is very comfortable in that 3rd position as he has no competition right behind him and clean racetrack in front of him as he heads down into turn number 1. Sonhalter trying to find a groove that benefits him. Looks to the inside, trying to close up the gap on Vaines, who puts 2 car lengths between he and the 33.
Well, the last lap by, Kevin, it was Michael Vaines with a 17:25, Sonhalter with a 17:21. So, as we've said, if it's time to move now with 13 laps left, if Sonhalter has anything to try to catch our leader, he's got to pull it out of the hat now and make it happen.
Yeah, I don't think he's got what he needs to find his way by. He's got to wait for Vaines to try to break as Michael continues his domination here this afternoon. Leads it off of 4 with 12 laps to go by 2 car lengths off of the corner, and I think he's just biding his time, riding around, keeping Sonhalter with a little bit of hope.
Well, the best battle right now continues to be the one for 5th. That's TJ Rassicott holding off the 87 of Burgoyce. Now Rassicott once again leaves a little bit of a window, shuts it very quickly on Burgoyce as we are down to the final 10 laps.
Yeah, Burgoyce just can't get the run on the inside that he needs to get by Rassicott as that 81 still strong right there in that 4th position. 10 to go this time across the stripe. Michael Vaines opens up by 2 car lengths one more time, leads it down into the corners off of turn number 2. Sonhalter second, Silva third, Hool Rassicot fifth, Burgoyce 6th, Burgess is 7th, and the 01 of Pion rounds out the cars on the racetrack as they roll around the Speed Bowl. Burgoyce again taking a look down to the inside of Rassicot, not able to make the run, takes a look into 1 and 2. Rassicot holds on strong off the corner as they head down the back straightaway. Four car lengths now fill the distance as they have opened up just about a half a racetrack advantage over the 34 of Silva, who can only watch the leaders continue to pull away. Vaines in control. 6 laps to go that time across the stripe as he leads the charge down the back straightaway. Sonhalter came here with high hopes, and he should go home with a podium finish, but it's going to be Vaines setting into 1 and 2 with 5 remaining. Rassicot caught on the inside off at turn number 4. Here comes Burgoyce taking a look to the outside. The inside wasn't so kind to the 87. Maybe the outside will be. He settles it and back behind as they head down the back straightaway. Vaines is about to catch that battle for 5th down into 3 and 4. 3 to go this time across the stripe. Rassicot and Burgoyce hanging down the bottom as Vaines closes in and looks to the outside off of turn number 2. Twin sticks up. 5 cars remaining on the lead lap. Make it 4 when he gets around the 81. A domination of mini stock action by Seekonk Mass's Michael Vaines. Leads it off of 4 with the white flag in the air. One more time around the bowl for Michael Vaines, who jumped out front on lap 2 from his 5th starting position, jumped out front and has never looked back. Into 3 and 4 for the final time. Craig Merriman waves the checkered flag, and Michael Vaines takes down the mini stock win. Second place to Matt Sonhalter. Third place, Tommy Silva rolls off the corner. He'll take that spot. And the 57 of Patrick Hool will finish 4th. 5th is going to go to...
Yeah, I thought so. The cautions were getting me a little nervous. You know, Matt was doing a good job, you know, trying to get on the outside of me there, but luckily she was fast enough to pull away again and bring home a win. It's been a long time since I won a race. My grandkids, they keep asking me, you know, Pa, when are you going to win a race? So I said, well, sometimes you never do, but so at least when I get home, I can tell them I won today. So that's pretty awesome.
Who are all the sponsors who helped you get here to victory lane today?
Well, I'm pretty much a self-funded guy. My sister helps me out a little bit, the main salon. As far as sponsorship, a couple of buddies of mine came, Rob Anderson, Bill Scholler, Nick Anderson. They're all here with me in the pits today, lending a hand, which is really great. I appreciate the help. A lot of times I go racing by myself, and it's kind of tough. So glad to have some help today, and glad I could get a win for them, you know.